Okay. True meaning of life. Let's do
Every
this.
day, over 150,000
All
people
right.
die.
True meaning of life. Animated cinematic. Mitch Manley. Subscribe to him.
That's over 6,000 people every hour, over 100 people every minute, and about 2 people every single second. That means since you started watching this video, about 20 people have already died.
R.I.P. bro. That's actually so true.
People got hit by cars, others may have had a heart attack, and others may have simply passed away from natural causes. Death is one of those things that every single living thing on earth has in common, and death does not discriminate against your skin color or your political beliefs or...
Okay, but like, okay, time out. This is kind of getting hella political already, I can tell. Because, like, okay, when you die, it depends on whether you're Christian or not, right? When you die, you're gonna die, right? And depends on what your mind thinks. I think heaven, in my opinion, as an agnostic, I think heaven is just what your brain wants to believe, right? If your brain is still alive for, everybody knows that, not everybody. Okay. If you know that your brain is actually alive about a minute or 2 minutes after you die. So your brain is still alive and it's running back your whole life. So if you were so Christian to the point where you thought right when you died, you're going straight to heaven, I feel like your mind can process that. And almost like a dream, you can almost feel like you're stuck in it. Like it'll last forever.
Where you were born or how much money you have, no one can escape
the time out. I'm gonna call you guys back in.
Are blessed with from birth, called life. And it's interesting because even though we all logically know this, very few of us have really internalized this.
Oh, whoa, jackass! You said 10
with your eyes closed.
Meeting. Look at these. I got a mountain.
Oh, little chicken nugget. You got Dino Nuggies. 12. Sorry.
In an empty room and truly imagined what your funeral would look like. Like, who would even be at your funeral? Who would be there out of pure obligation and politeness? And who would be there because...
seriously. Who do you guys think would be at your funeral? Like, okay, I don't even know why I'm pausing because, like, half of you guys are way too young and so am I. So, like, I don't know why we're saying this. But, like, genuinely... I feel like you have to be halfway through your life to like know who would be at your funeral. No.
They actually wanted to be there. What would people say about you? What would they remember? And it's weird because you'd think because we all have this terminal disease called life that we all would be more sympathetic and loving with one another. I mean...
Yes, exactly. Okay, stop right there. Love this guy. Yes, exactly. Why? Okay, I feel like social media, obviously I'm doing social media right now, so I'm kind of demoting myself, but people in life, right? I feel like social media has ruined the fact that we don't take life serious enough, right? We only get 100 years on this planet, and that shit goes by fast. By the way, that was up. I don't know why I said 100 years. We only get fucking how every day you get is one extra day you have, okay? You don't know if you're going to wake up tomorrow, right? Like, you treat every day like it's your last and put all the effort in, right? Obviously, I'm not doing that. I'm sitting on my relaxing, right? I'm a fat ass. But you guys should. Obviously, you're too young. So I don't know why I'm saying tomorrow's not going to be a fucking day you're going to be alive. So, but genuinely, like, treat every day like it matters. And that's not what he's saying, because what he's saying is like, when people obviously know there's an end to whatever they're doing, right? Why aren't people more considerate? You know, like why doesn't everybody love each other? Like why are we hating on people? Why do we hate? Seriously, why do we hate? If we're just gonna hate and we all know like we're going down all the same way, not all the same way. Obviously, people die in, R.I.P. Oliver Tree, Kobe. Like people, it's sad, but everybody dies. Like, why are we hating? for how
Disease
short our
really
lives
is
are.
the one thing that all human beings have in common.
Yeah, turn on this
Because in
podcast, man.
120 years from now, every single human being on Earth will be dead, and a brand new
Yes.
set of humans will be alive. And then in another 120
Those are my
years
kids
after
right there.
that, another brand new set of people will be alive. And this is the cycle of life. It just goes on and on and on.
Okay, right there. What do you think's life is my fan fucking loud? What do you think life is gonna be? I would be at your funeral. Thanks, big boy. You're a fucking real one. You know that? We got your player at home, huh? Yeah, bro. On God. Death doesn't, but I do. All right. We do got Joe Bar at home. Did your girl respond yet? Oh, I was about to say that. One girl did. The two-man girl did. Not the other one. All right, let's see. I haven't opened it yet. So remember the girl I said, when's the two-man? She said no clue. So, but she said it with like 4 E's, so maybe there's a chance. All right, let's go. Let's lock in on the video. Okay. This is what I was gonna say, right? Like, what do you think life's gonna be in like? Dude, we've deadass. Have we only had 3,000 years on this planet? Like, we're gonna go extinct real fast, bro. Genuinely, more extinct than dinosaurs. Fast. Like dinosaurs we just got lucky with their gas. Like a meteor. Like a meteor actually is like, even though it's scientifically proven, that's some shit God would do just to restart. Which I know is crazy because I'm an agnostic, but like it's just I'm thinking about it now, you know. But what do you think life's going to be in like 100 years? Bro, we actually might be on Mars. Like that's crazy to think about. Like holy Jesus, Mars, bro. What are we going to do on Mars? That's why you gotta watch like Interstellar and shit.
And when you start thinking about life like this, you really start to realize how short.
Yes, bro. All right, I know I just paused it, dude. Do you guys ever be laying in your bed and you guys are just thinking about life for like 30 minutes, just looking at a ceiling, or like you genuinely like are staring at your phone, but you're thinking about something else, dude? That's the scariest. When I was on 4th of July, actually, I was like 10 years old. I was bawling my eyes out at a July 4th party. And I was like crying to my dad, and I made him come in a different room with me, and we were talking. And I was talking about death because I was scared of death. I was just LARPing about, just yapping about like, oh, I don't want to die. And I'm like 8 years old, right? I'm like, or 10. I'm like, I don't want to go. Like, what happens when it's all dark? Like on a party, I just randomly just started doing that.
Our time here on Earth really is. And you also start to realize that we all are
Weird
on this
question,
journey
but do you
together
drink? It's scary when you realize life is being real and it's not just a dream. I mean, yeah, I totally know what you mean. Exactly. Like, okay, so, big boy, I do not drink, but I did for like a week ago. I had a Modelo for the first time. It was terrible. I don't want to do that shit again. But obviously, I know when you think like drink, like you think, okay, so this kid doesn't drink, so he's probably a fucking nerd. I'm not a nerd. I'm respected. But like, I just don't drink. Like, there's no reason to drink, honestly. Like, I love Joe Bart. He's like a brother to me, you know? Like, we're like this. Like, popular wise, we're like right in between each other, right? But like, difference between him and me is like, I feel like he needs to be under the influence to talk like this. Like, I'm talking my mind because I'm sober, right? So I don't know. I feel like having like drinking it is low-key just killing you, and I've never drank it enough. Like, you realize, oh, so much of my life has already gone by. Dude, like, I don't want my parents to go. Fuck death. I know, bro. Genuinely. Like, I was thinking about that yesterday. Genuinely. I was, like, looking at my parents and, like, tearing up in my head. Like, genuinely. Like, what am I going to do? Like, okay. Have you ever seen those, have you guys seen Interstellar? Right? Where, like, Interstellar is, like, okay. So, I'm not going through the full-ass concept of the movie. That's 3 hours long, right? But when the dad goes to space and time goes by with beer sucks, just take shots. I would, but that's basically every shot's like killing you. Genuinely, it just kills you, and like it just does not taste good. And I won't have the guts to like exactly like losing people is so scary. I won't have the guts to do more than 2. So it's basically just horrible for you, and I won't get drunk. So in Interstellar, the dad goes to space. Time moves by without him. He's still the same age. And over the time you see in the videos, the brother or the son, right? There's a sister and a son. You are getting deep. Yeah, bro, I'm genuinely so deep. I'm not even joking. Like, I know I've done a lot, but I'm like deep. If you guys want me to start reacting, I genuinely would, because I could go on for days. More Joe Bart. Okay, so when two people, or no, when the son and the girl and the daughter both, live their lives without their dad, one of them just grows up to freak out, right? He just gets he just gets so fucking scared, and he just like his brain mentally just does not want to accept the fact that his dad will come back. The daughter is actually, which for me, I feel like it's going to be the other way around, because I'm bringing this up because if my parents both died in a month, right, my sister would not be able to handle it. She would not be able to handle it. And I feel like I would be able to handle it to a certain point where I can, like, yes, those are literally my closest parents. I talk to them every day. Like, I don't have any issues with them. That will literally affect my life forever. But I feel like I can live. You have to have friends to support you. Because if you don't have friends, you're kind of genuinely, you will go depressed. But like, you have to have a good friends, and then their parents have to help you out. Like, you will not be able to do this on your own. But I feel like, with friends, I can control it better than my sister will, for example. But in other ways, Interstellar, I know we're like 2 minutes in this, but Interstellar, dude, the son goes crazy, and the daughter kind of goes like just. Okay, all right, I have to get on with them in a minute, so I'll stream that. But the son and the daughter, they both the daughter just starts going depressed, and then but she doesn't do what the son did, so she doesn't like deny that the dad's not dead, right? She tries to find a solution. Like, she had like the dust. The movie's super confusing, so I'm not going to explain it all, right? But that's basically what happened. I'm going to start this video.
And it also makes you question the way most people interact with one another. Like,
5 minutes.
So angry with each other, or why do people argue with each other? Why do people physically
Jackass!
harm one another?
What's up? All right, I'm just.
All right. You're what?
All right. Fucking masturbating. Do you want to hear that? Is that what you want to hear? Give me
Do it, bro.
give me 5 minutes, okay? I'm not.
Dude. No.
You can have 5 minutes. Second. Put your face where your mouth is, boys.
Said, it doesn't have to be some huge effect. It could be
That's actually
you got really mad at a loved one in your life. This could be a family member or a friend, or even that random person on the street. That one single incident where you lost it will have a lingering effect on that person to this day. Now, with that being said, it doesn't have to be some huge effect. It could be a very mild and
It's not going to be a huge effect, and it'll never affect you to the point where you actually want to do something about it. It'll just always stay in your mind, and you will always think about that, and you'll be like, yo, that was not me, this is me. And you'll actually like compare the two, and it'll be in your head forever.
Effect, and it could be
Not
very
forever,
deep
but
within
for
their
a while.
subconscious that isn't necessarily visible.
Genuinely, that's literally just what I said. That's literally just what I said.
Exterior.
Yo, this guy's copying me, bro.
But make
What
no
a
mistake,
barf.
the effect is there, and it will always be there. And there is nothing that
All right, dude, we get it. I just said it.
you can do to undo that. And the reason why most people hate hearing this is because it instantly makes them accountable for every single thing that they have ever done. And being
Yeah, but you're not gonna.
accountable.
Okay, stop. No, you're not gonna remember all that. Like genuinely, even if that just put in my head. Obviously, I've already known this, but even if it just put in my head that like the shade of people is affecting people, obviously I know that. Even if I say that now, I won't remember the shit I said yesterday or 3 hours ago.
Something that most human beings hate. Now, to be clear, I'm not saying that we should all dwell in the past and feel sorry for ourselves, but what it does mean is that going forward, you should be very conscious of the things that you say and the things that you do within this world. And if you feel like you behaved in a way or you really lost it on someone, you can always apologize to that person, because it is never, ever too late to say, I'm sorry.
That's true. That is true. Actually, not only that, but the one of the guys on the call, Jackson, right? That was actually how we became better friends. Because he texted me and he said, "Yo, my friend just told me, that I'm friends with his friend, Nate, right?" And he was like, he just told me that you were like, you thought, I didn't like you, and I was being extremely, rude, and I don't care. Like, he said that to me. It was like, that was really mature of him. He texted me. He said, hey, I just want to make sure we're cool. We're friends. Like, I want to be cool.
And the second truth of the universe.
It was really cool of him. And now we're here at the top, right where we should be.
Is the law of impermanence, which means that every single thing here on Earth is temporary.
Yeah, exactly. And all right, so think about this. Right now, I will make you think about something completely different. Now, your dog, your cat, your sister, your dad, anything in your life, a fucking tree, will never be there for your entire life. Nothing will be there for your entire life. Unless you fucking die tomorrow, something will change, something will be different. Every single day, something changes, someone is different. Obviously, you can always be the same inside, but you will always be different in a way. Okay? Obviously, some people who live their lives in the gay community are going to be different than people who face shootings in gangs every single day. They are the same person, different meanings to life. One meaning, my parents will just take after me, and maybe I'll ride dirt bikes, or maybe I'll just get in investing. The other, shit, fam, I'm about to run up in this hoe. Yo, where's the card at? Yo, are we hitting up Jack in the Box? Are we gonna raid the place? Where's my robbery? Sorry. You have to there's two different sides of that story.
Our bodies, our minds, our relationships, even our brains, even the video that you are watching right now. This
I'm not watching the video.
Video will probably be gone one day, because the sun could explode and every single thing could be gone within a second. And funny enough,
that is actually so true, and that scares the hell out of me. That scares the hell out of me. Obviously, scientists say, 2 years or whatever, or a million years, probably a million, till the sun explodes. But what the fuck? Everybody has a life. Everybody's life matters, right? Obviously. So someone's life is just as important as mine, right? And even if that's a million years in the future, their life is going to end at some point. And that's just going to, whether they have a conscious like us or not, maybe humans are completely different in the future. Maybe we just don't even we're so, maybe, you know what? Maybe we're so sensitive in life because, this generation, I won't lie, as a 16-year-old coming out, Jesus, that sounded wrong. As a 16-year-old saying, this generation's getting weak, everything, saying the R word is now offensive, even though R for me is literally just saying stupid, right? I don't mean it as a disabled person, though, right? But everything I say is supposed to be a joke. Now, I probably won't make it in the streaming world because no, but like God, what King, you fuck, bro. What was I saying? Something about drugs. All right, let's just play the video.
A good thing, and it shouldn't really make you feel bad or sad because it's none of those things. What it should make you do is really cherish each and every single moment that you have here on Earth. And to be clear, they don't have
You know what? Speaking of this picture right here, a lot of it's well known, it's facts that men will have a harder time losing their wife than wives will have a harder time losing men. Because wives, I can't really explain it, but men, they look at their wives like their only source of comfort now that their dad, their mom are dead, right? Moms or wives, they have way more friends. Men obviously keep it on the low more. They keep it together, right? They don't talk to as many. They can't just with as many people. Women, they obviously have more friends and they'll be way more comforted. Like one thing they will do is they will cry. They will remorse them forever, but they can securely find themselves secure for the rest of their lives because they can control. I can't really explain it, not too deep into it, but it's factual that they can control themselves more if they lose their husband.
These big special moments. They can be any moment, like that one time where you laughed so hard that tears fell from your eyes, or maybe it was that time where you simply
That's so much fun. It hurts. Genuinely, my abs hurt like a motherfucker. When you fuck laughing so hard you're crying, that shit was the funniest I've ever heard. Genuinely, and it could be the stupidest too. I have a clip on my one stream. Dude, fucking one of my friends, Miles, the last guy, dude, this guy, he lands back, right? He lands back where he just was. And he died. There's 5 kids on me. I'm hiding in a corner with an AR and an SMG with 12 health. I am nowhere to be fucking. You don't even come close to me. This kid lands back with 5 kids on my body. Comes in the room, runs back, comes behind me, crouches like this. He's like right behind me. I'm like, don't follow me. And this kid's like, 3 people pull in and just us. And I laugh my off. Can't even stop. Can't even talk for 5 minutes straight. Can't even talk.
Sitting alone and you're just gazing at the sunset, because all we really have in this lifetime is the present moment. And the third truth is the law of suffering and attachment. Any time that we become attached to something or someone, you are basically making a contract with yourself to be unhappy. Because like we just discussed, nothing here with yourself to be unhappy, because like we just discussed, nothing here on earth is permanent, which means that you will eventually lose that loved one, or you will eventually lose that watch or that car or that family member. Even your own body you are going to lose. And the fourth truth is that we all are going to die one day.
And that's what you got to remember. Everything you do, and this is, dude, when it's just your thoughts in a dark room, right? Everything you do, you'll only think about this. Death is the scariest thing you'll ever see. You can look at you can watch horror movies. You can watch all that. You see people die every single day in horror movies and in real life, right? The only thing is, those are other people. You will never feel the way you feel about other people than yourself. You will never feel that close. Even your loved one, even your sister, even your dad, your mom, you will never feel that close to yourself. That is why, that's deep. That is why it is so important for mental health. Because if you actually want to end it, dude, that's literally, you're the most important person. You yourself, because you're conscient. And like, obviously, somebody else dying will affect you so bad you want to die. But you not being dead is the most important part. I'm sorry.
And
I hate
the
to say it.
death truth is typically the toughest one for
If I die, it doesn't fucking matter. Your life is the most important. You can cry over me. You can be at my funeral. I'm just saying, everybody's life
most
is
people
important.
to accept because it often makes people really sad. But death does not have to be this horribly bad thing or even a
And that's
sad
true.
thing.
And that's so true. It's just we're young and we're stupid, and it feels like we need to live longer. Like right now, we're young, we're stupid. We think, oh my God, I haven't even lived long enough. Like, I'm genuinely so scared. 50 years from now, you will accept it. Not a lot of people do. 50 years from now, it's always the people who are scared at the start. Nobody goes too deep into it until they finally realize I'm reaching my end. You have to have a deep thought when you're 13 and realize, okay, if I'm going to live this life and I'm going to live it to the fullest, I have to know this full can be emptied out, and I will end this at some point. I will end my life will be ended at some point.
Because without death, the moments with our friends or our family would not really be that special or deep. Without death,
but like friends
everything
are
would
fake.
eventually become
Okay.
dull and meek.
Okay, friends aren't fake. The difference is, right? I can't really explain it too well, but like when you die, you're obviously not going to have a full-on meltdown. If your friend, you will have you will have a full-on meltdown if your best friends or even friends die, right? But the thing is, the difference is, you have to move on in life, and if you're gonna call that fake, I don't know what to say. Remorse them. You can remember them. You can every single day. You can think, you know what? I wish he was here. You know, you're having a great moment with some other friends you met, right? You have to move on. Having a great moment with other friends, and you're like, damn, I really wish John was here. Like, yes, that sucks. John's the best, right? John's awesome. You will remember him. He will always be remembered. Tell your kid, like, pass everything on. Genuinely, you don't want a life. You got to make sure you raise your kid well first. But, like, you don't want a life that all ends on you. You don't want to be the last of your bloodline. Like, because what is the point in life if you don't know, if you can't carry it on? If you can't create life, what's the point in living? Next reaction should be some happier and funnier. I know, that's what I'm saying. Next reaction will be happier and funnier, I promise. Right now, I'm in my deep mode, so.
And gray, and there would be no incentive to really love and cherish the moments that we have with one another. There would be no incentive to really laugh deeply or love deeply or even to be present. And these are the things that truly make life rich and worth living. And on top of that, death is one of those things that truly does connect all of us because it.
Yeah, one thing I will say is if you guys ever seen the movie Coco, I think that's what I want in life. I think out of all the things in life, I think Coco is what I want my afterlife to be. Like, heaven just sounds like, like people talk about it in the clouds and stuff, and you're truly happy. But, like, you are on heaven right now. Like, this is heaven. You are living your life with your own decisions, and you control what happens, right? Obviously, karma is thrown at you, right? You control how you handle that. You control how you hit that. You don't control whether it hits you. You control what you do when it hits you. You control if it hits you too hard to the point where you can't get back up, or you control whether you get back up. Okay? It's all mental. But I do want Coco is a W movie, probably one of my favorite movies for an afterlife movie. I want that to be my afterlife.
Makes you realize that
I can be with my family, right? Genuinely. That's literally the best you can.
And the 7 other
Be back with your
billion
family.
people here on Earth really are all on the same team, because this is our time. This is our time to collectively live life to the fullest as one.
Yeah.
So the next time that you feel the need to yell at that loved one, or
Okay, all right. Now we're getting too deep. Obviously, your loved one does, your dad or your mom or your sister or your brother does something stupid, you're gonna yell at them. You're gonna forget this tomorrow, right? But what he's trying to say is like, genuinely take initiative of what you're saying, right? You don't want this argument to end something you've had for years with your friends or your family, okay? Like, you don't want a relationship of toxicity, right? One argument, it depends on how deep the argument is, but one freaking thing you do can change a lot of shit.
to yell at that person who cut you off in traffic, or to get revenge on that person who wronged you in the past, just remember that you are choosing to actively hurt your very own teammate. Make every moment count. Love deeply, laugh deeply, and own teammate.
I would never hurt my own Fortnite duo. Never. If I get caught doing that, I'd actually like resent myself for being a teammate. It should switch between philosophy, and funny shit. I agree. I should also do horror games, but I suck at horror games. Not like at the game. Like, I'm genuinely scared at horror games. I can't watch horror movies. I would scream every 5 minutes, and my dad and mom would fucking kill me. Yo, what's up? Why are you still awake, Taylor?
Make every moment count.
Which username.
Love deeply, laugh deeply, and be present to the moment. Because at the end of the day, all we really have in life is the present moment.
Dude. If I actually make it in life, LA's probably going to be the place I go. But LA is so it's like, it's got some nice places, and it's got some fun. It's like Gotham, bro. Jesus.
Moment, so don't let it go to waste. If you want to learn more about life and motivation, then go ahead and click the video on the screen right now. I promise that
Great video.